Alright, welcome back to the channel, and today we're doing another video like this because, you know what, the last video did pretty well. Weren't many complaints about me doing this format, so let's do it again. So currently in For Honor, there is a harvest happening. And this harvest, basically, you get a shit ton more XP. And I'm going to tell you how you can actually utilize that and get reps like they're just regular fucking levels. Usually I play Peacekeeper, but then I tried out Shaman, who is really fucking good. Really fun to play, really good, not too OP. But the thing is, in about 3 days, Shaman went from level 1 to rep 8. Reps go by so fast when you do this method. And not only that, but I'm going to show you how you can actually get a fuck ton of gear really quickly, and it's really efficient. So number one, you want to play a fuck ton of Breach. Breach is the number one game mode to play when you want to level up, because Breach is about like 3 Dominion games. 2 or 3 Dominion games is Breach. And since this harvest is a percentage based thing, you can utilize that with Breach. Because Breach get a fuck ton of XP just for completing the game. And then on top of that, you get your win bonus. And on top of that, you get a percentage of that, like, total XP. The harvest then does a percentage of that and adds it on top. From experience, when you're level 1, you will go up in one game on this harvest from level 1 to level 7 or 8 on Breach. Breach with this harvest is the best fucking method. But the thing is, if you're getting pounded in Breach, or you're doing the pounding, it doesn't matter, because it's still like 2 Dominion games long, and you're still gonna get a fuck ton of XP. If you're destroying your opponents, that's fucking great, because if you play the objective on Breach, you will get the most XP. Unless you're a defender, do not go strictly for eliminations. Defenders kind of have to do that because, like, it's their fucking job. The attackers are on a certain amount of lives, so if you get rid of all their lives, you win. But if you're an attacker, don't go for eliminations. Instead, go for the archers and pikemen, and just keep conquering those zones because it helps more than you know. When you're conquering those points, they're shooting down the pikemen around your ram, and if you're boosting the ram, you're also going to get XP from doing that. Defenders should go for the attacking pikemen around the ram, trying to stop it, and also kill the heroes. Now, most defenders, at the end of the game, if you're doing really well, you'll get about like 24 to 30 eliminations, which that alone gives you a fuck ton, because per kill, you get about 48 renown. Times that by 24 to 30, that's a lot. But not only that, if you're killing pikemen around the ram, there's about 12 renown each, and there's about like 20 pikemen around it. So, yeah, that's a lot of XP for defenders. But not only, attackers, if you're killing archers, if you're conquering zones, you are going to get a lot of renown. Trust me, when this started, my Shaman went from level 1 to rep 8. It is pretty fucking ridiculous. I went from 3 reps overall, thanks to Peacekeeper, to 11 reps overall. What the fuck? It's honestly mad how fast it leveled up. It literally feels like you're cheating. I don't think the developers are going to do this harvest as often, because once you're in Breach, your character is going to go fucking through the ranks. It's going to go faster than my dad's child support. Not only this, but at the end of Breach games, you're going to get a lot of gear, especially if you're leveling up. Because every so often when you level up, you get gear, and on top of that, you get gear just from completing the game. You get about 3 gear pieces from completing a Breach match, and I think if you win. And on top of that, if you level up like 8 times in a match, you're going to get a lot of gear. But that's not actually the main way to get a lot of gear. I'll talk about that in a minute, but first, we're going to finish with Breach. Breach games usually last 15 to 20 minutes, which is about 2 Dominion games. Plus, unlike Dominion, 1, you're not going to get ganked. Secondly, people are more likely to rematch you in Breach instead of waiting long times in Dominion. It takes me about 2 to 4 minutes to find a Dominion game, which I could play in Breach in. In that time, I could be playing Breach, and I could be getting a fuck ton more XP. Breach usually for me takes about like a minute, and then most of the times I'm not searching for a game and getting right back into the next one because no one's left. Everyone wants to play for the XP. Everyone wants to grind the fuck out of the Breach. Breach all around is just a great game mode. And honestly, it's a lot more fun than Dominion, I think. Dominion's like a little fucking toy box, while like Breach is like 3 football fields. I feel like Breach is a lot more rewarding as well for what you do. Now, obviously, when you're playing Breach, you're going to level up and you're going to want the best gear. What you're most likely going to do is try and find gear that's built around your perk choice. So, for example, if you want Remedy, Devourer, and Crush 'em, then you're going to want to use this method of collecting gear. Because Breach is good when you're leveling up, you're getting gear along the way, but most likely, you're going to get rid of all that. Another thing, you're most likely going to want to sell most of your gear. Then you get a lot of salvage, which can be used for XP boosts. And XP boosts give you like 250 XP, so that little bit extra is going to help, especially with the harvest. I think the XP boost goes to like 300 salvage to 1000 salvage to like 5000, which once you get to rep 8, rep 9, that's not really an issue, because when you're selling your gear, it's a lot. You get a lot of salvage from scrapping your gear. So the best way to actually get gear, and the fastest way and slash the most efficient way, you ready for this? It's to play duel versus AI. No, I'm being serious, man. I'm being serious. Hang on. First of all, it's better to play against an AI because they're a lot more predictable and a lot easier to kill. As long as you know how to parry, dodge, whatever the fuck, abuse your hero's special against bots. Don't do it on other players, don't piss them off. Plus, there's more of a chance of you not getting it done as quickly. Compared to 3-0ing a bot, you might take a lot longer killing a player, especially if he actually knows what he's doing. So when you're doing duel against AI, you're most likely going to finish like a minute and a half. And after that, you have like a 50-50 chance of getting gear, which for a minute and a half is really good. Compared to breach for like 15-20 minutes, where you give out like 3 pieces of gear. Plus, once you rep 9, I think that's when it starts that you only get legendary gear, green gear, whatever you want to call it, cyan. I'm just naming colors at this point. So once you rep 9, head into duels and AI, and then play against the bot. So with that 50-50 chance of you getting the gear, you're also not going to get yellow. It's going to be exclusively green/cyan. And so it's actually be worthwhile you going to duel versus AI. Instead of playing a lengthy breach match or a player versus player duel, it's going to be a lot more worth it in the long run. It's going to save you a lot more time. Also, as a side note, get your orders done. You don't know how much still you're missing out unless you do every single order. Daily orders obviously go every day. The XP orders come like every other day or so. You don't get that much still compared to the daily orders, but it's still worth it. There's about like 6 odd challenges you need to do, and you get like 100-150 steel per. So in the long run, it's really fucking good. But yeah, so that's how you get a shit ton of XP in a short amount of time for honor, and how you grind for gear. With this in mind and doing your orders, you're going to have enough steel to upgrade all your gear with your perk choice. Then your character's going to be a fucking tank like by rep 10. And that's not even that far away if you play Breach. I don't know the exact times that you're going to hit reps, but I just know in a 3 or so days, I've got my Shaman to rep 8. It's ridiculous how fast it is. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you made it this far, leave a like, it's always appreciated. As well as subscribing if you're new, and turn notifications on, so you know when I upload, so you get useful tips like this. But yeah, share this video on with your friends, let them know about this method and how useful it is. But other than that, yeah, I'll see you guys in the fucking bit.